Off and racing in the first. And the starter caught them well. Soon after the jump, Sheridan eases and drops out towards the tail. Prince Keystone and a bit nervous with Centrix on their outside meet the first jump. In front of the grey Negotiation, leading Bounty outside it. Then Strange Addiction going through along the inside from Sir Richie, Peking Dancer, Norfolk Island and Sheridan. Prince Keystone goes over the second of 10 hurdles and goes clear before the turn the first time. And it's Prince Keystone about 2.5 lengths in front. A bit nervous as second, 2 lengths to Centrix third, followed then by moving up on the outside Negotiation. Sir Richie is fifth, followed by Strange Addiction. Then Peking Dancer. Back behind those is leading Bounty over on the outside, being trailed then by Norfolk Island and Sheridan as last of all. At the first of a double in the straight now, and the leader is Prince Keystone. He leapt it well, he's 2 lengths clear. A bit nervous as second. Back in third placing then is Centrix on the inside of Negotiation going forward now as they come along to the next hurdle. They're followed by Strange Addiction as they leap this one. Norfolk Island is next, trailed by Sir Richie going forward on the outside of him. 2 lengths further back in the field then came Peking Dancer, a break of 3 lengths to leading Bounty, and Sheridan is last of all. They've jumped the first 4 of 10 hurdles on their trip, and by the 1800 metres it's Prince Keystone the leader, and he opens up about 5 lengths now, on a bit nervous over this hurdle. Centrix jumping it better than Negotiation together there, with moving up Strange Addiction on their outside. 1 further back in the field is Sir Richie, Norfolk Island, leading Bounty as well back, followed by Peking Dancer, and Sheridan is last of all as they came along to the hurdle out near the 1500 metres, and Prince Keystone getting over it well. He lands by 4 lengths. Running second, a bit nervous. Centrix is third. Negotiation is fourth. He's been jumping a little awkwardly. Strange Addiction makes his run on the outside past him now and gets up quickly into third placing. Leading Bounty is taking rails runs everywhere. He's getting up along the inside there, but pocketed as Sir Richie goes forward around the outside on top of the hill at the back of the course. Norfolk Island is outside the top weight. 4 lengths behind those horses, Peking Dancer, who's next to last, and Sheridan. 1,000 to run, and Prince Keystone trying to do it all the way. Leads a bit nervous, and Strange Addiction, who's moved up fast on the outside now. Sir Richie only 1.5 lengths away fourth, and 4 lengths Negotiation. Back behind those, Norfolk Island, or Centrix has lost his place. He's gone right back down on the inside rail. Leading Bounty is hooked to the outside to make some ground as they leap this one now and go past the 800 metre mark. Prince Keystone's lead has been whittled back. He's only a 1/2 length in front of Sir Richie. 3 lengths now to Strange Addiction, who's under a lot of pressure third as they go over this one. And then leading Bounty, and behind those horses, Centrix, who's getting to fifth again on the outside of a weakening, a bit nervous, and then Sheridan. These two get away. Prince Keystone leads by 2 lengths. Sir Richie is second, coming around the home turn. Leading Bounty has got to third, and Strange Addiction is a battling fourth ahead of Centrix. Prince Keystone leads. He's been travelling well. Coming towards the last, he's more than 2 lengths in front of Sir Richie and leading Bounty. At the last, Prince Keystone didn't jump it very well, but he leads by more than a length. Sir Richie is holding second, a gap to leading Bounty. Prince Keystone kept going though, pulls away on the run home, and it's another hurdle victory for Michael Patton, and Prince Keystone won it eased up. 3 lengths Sir Richie, third leading Bounty. 6 lengths away then came Strange Addiction, followed in by Centrix Sheridan. A long break in the field then to Negotiation and Norfolk Island, followed by a bit nervous, and Peking Dancer was the last to complete the course. We stand by for numbers. Comfortable win for number 3, Prince Keystone. We're heading over to the platform now. Here's Grumans moving up into the stalls. Advancing, coming to the outside. And the toppy Thong and Pushback with a full weight of 58 will then complete the lineup once advancing is set. Advancing to move in now. Thong and Pushback is right, just advancing to come in. Now advancing moved in, completed the lineup, and they're set to go. Transparent Love of the favourite at 3.20. Monterosso's broken through the front of the stalls. Monterosso's gone through the front there. Peter Merton's ever alert. Now Monterosso again rejoining the stalls, moved in, and the field is now set race number 2. All clears through, they're off. Transparent Lover began well down towards the inside, so did Thong and Pushback, and Ted Chester away quickly. Out fast too is Deadwood Stage as they settle into stride with Desnelster and Monterosso going quickly. No pace from Accident, who's back at the tail end of the field, and Ted's Jester led Desnelster. Straight Ace goes up between horses. It's pushing up in the centre to be second. Transparent Lover's handy to them. Then Storm Toss down on the rail. A length and a half Thong and Pushbike, followed by Deadwood Stage. Monterosso the outside. 2 to Advancing Out Dane Rack, and they're followed by Formula. Long Break to Accident, Groomans and Brodance last as they corner. And it's Ted's Jester, the narrow leader. Storm Tossed on the rail. Desnelster wider out. Transparent Lover in some traffic trying to get clear. On the outside, Deadwood Stage is running on fairly at the 200 metres now, and it's Ted's Jester and Desnelster. Storm Toss badly tightened the rail. Thong and Pushbike running on hard. Desnelster the leader. Thong and Pushbike after Desnelster. Desnelster, Thong and Pushbike from Formula. Desnelster wins it ahead. Thong and Pushbike. Formula third. A gap Monterosso and Dane Rack together from Straight Ace. Behind those were Brodance making ground on the inside from Ted's Jester, which weakened, and they were trailed further back then by Straight Ace was across the line with those horses, followed further back by Transparent Lover. I don't know whether she got out of a pocket in the straight, really. Groomans next, Storm Toss weakened, followed by Deadwood Stage. Accident always at the tail and Advancing, one of the last to hit the line. Judge calls for a photo in 58.35. And the snapping in takes the outside gate and they're set to run. Phoenix Strike, drawn one. Slalom stood well. Karen Donis made a good line. They're set and racing at the 1400. Phoenix Strike a little slow and Reneg bounded away towards the inside. Power and Rhythm got away quickly and is up fast into second placing. Rort moved across the field to third. Karen Donis settled down a half length away fourth, and then came Slalom. Eliacha Star around it, One Atomic Man. They're followed by Dr. Taurus, Mr. Classical getting its head up, easing off heels. Phoenix Strike the rail, followed by Noir Ruler, and a length and a half Spectacular Gold. At the 900, and Reneg is the leader. Eliacha Star quickly goes up on the outside. Power and Rhythm is third. 2 lengths to Rort, followed then by Karen Donis. 1 Slalom, Atomic Man. Back behind those horses then Dr. Taurus out wide. 2 Noir Ruler, 3 deep. Phoenix Strike over on the rails as they came down the side. Mr. Classical, one of the last. Spectacular Gold is last. At the 600, and Reneg in front. A half to Eliacha Star. 2 to Rort around the outside of Power and Rhythm. A length and a half Atomic Man coming 3 deep from Slalom, Karen Donis. Then Phoenix Strike trying to work into the clear from Dr. Taurus. Spectacular Gold still last on the fence as they corner. Reneg first into the bend from Rort, coming quickly. Eliacha Star bumped off stride. Power and Rhythm behind the leader. Slalom's held up as they get to the 2, and it's Reneg the leader. 2 lengths to Rort and Atomic Man coming down the outside. Slalom trying to work into the clear. Reneg is tackled by Atomic Man. At the 100 metres, Atomic Man working up to Reneg. Atomic Man put his head in front and hammered out by Barlow. Wins at a half length. Atomic Man beat Reneg and Slalom third. Then came Rort, Power and Rhythm. Next was Karen Donis, Noir Ruler, Phoenix Strike on the outside. Back behind those were Awakening, Eliacha Star, Spectacular Gold, who never came into the action. And at the tail end of the field there were Mr. Classical, and at the tail end of the field with him, Dr. Taurus. Emotional success. Archangel moved up into the gates. All in, set to go now. Oh, Archangel again is playing up in the stalls here. She's rocked about. There's an attendant in there, one in behind. Let's see how she begins today. Light flashing away. Archangel standing up okay. Now Nicola Lass alongside her, and she again rears Archangel. She's getting up in the gates. And Craig Williams has climbed right up into the roof structure of the barrier stalls to get out of the way. He was like a little monkey, climbed up to get out of trouble there, and he's still sitting up in the top of the gates. And she, I don't know, I think she might have become cast here, Archangel. The attendants are in there with her. Archangel, a late scratching at 2:15. 2:15 the scratching time for Archangel. Bookmakers, please rule a line. We'll have a betting announcement to follow the running of the race. But Archangel is a late withdrawal at 2:15 and the others stand in now and ready to run. All clears through, they're off. And Something's Felled away reasonably. Our Excellency dropped out to the tail early in company with Tumit and Wavishing, who's third last. And Our Missouri bounded out and led Legality. Rushing across Midas Millions and Viva Emanuela and Emotional Success out wide. Pace aplenty. Emotional Success working triple time with Viva Emanuela. They settle down in front. Midas Millions a length and a half away third from Legality. Our Missouri, one Rustic Cell. A length and a half Nicola Lass. Mad Dam around her. Two Millicent Avenue Red Tea. Miss Perry back on the inside, a length to Tumit, who's a good way back in the field with Wavishing around her, and Something's Felled on the rail with 2 lengths to Our Excellency. As they came down the side near the 6, and the leader is Viva Emanuela, half a length in front of Emotional Success and Midas Millions 3 wide. 1.5 Our Missouri, Nicola Lass. Legality is under pressure. Mad Dam goes forward from Rustic Cell as they neared the corner. They're followed by Wavishing running on around the outside. Now the favourites, Tumit, one of the last entering the straight, so is Something's Felt. Viva Emanuela first into the bend from Emotional Success. Nicola Lass is running on powerfully, and Mad Dam is coming down the outside. Nicola Lass takes the lead. Mad Dam 2 lengths away, followed by Emotional Success. Nicola Lass is full of running though. She's 2 lengths clear from Mad Dam, and Nicola Lass with the big weight beats Mad Dam by 2 lengths. Tumit coming from the back to get third, and Something's Felt rattling through on the rail for fourth. Then Emotional Success followed by Rustic Cell. Miss Perry's done pretty well. I think she got checked coming up towards the turn. Next was Wavishing, Our Excellency. Back behind those to finish was Our Missouri, and they were trailed by Millicent Avenue. Red Tiamo, one of the last with Midas Millions, and last of all was Legality. Nicola Lass, ridden by Nash Rewida, has won the race with Nash back on board. He's clicked with this. Now Della Vista lined up on the inside and they're all in and ready to run. Race 5, 1400 again. Della Vista has the inside gate. They're set. Another Neptune standing up okay. Off. Sir Linford dropped out at the start and settled last of all. Della Vista headed off by Final Tempo. Monet's Cove got away well, settles down in third placing. Blazing Sun improving on the outside, and so is Plasker, although a little bit wide. Then Ruling Region travelling deep around Steppens. Over on the inside is another Neptune, and he's being followed then by Anxiety Attack, Swayze, and 3 lengths Sir Linford. Final Tempo inside the 1,000 leads. Plasker still working out wide to get to second. Monet's Cove is third. A length further back is Della Vista fourth on the inside of Blazing Sun. 2 lengths another Neptune on the inside of Steppens, and Ruling Regent is around those as they came down the side. 2 lengths to Swayze, Anxiety Attack, and more than 2 Sir Linford. It's Final Tempo in front coming up towards the 600. Plasker on his outside, 2 Monet's Cove, Blazing Sun outside Della Vista, 1 Steppens, another Neptune over on the rails needing some luck from there. Ruling Regent followed further back by Sir Swayze, Anxiety Attack, and Sir Linford last as they swing into the straight where Final Tempo's being joined by Plasker. Monet's Cove eases out. Blazing Sun 4 deep. Della Vista just behind them, and then another Neptune coming through on the inside. Final Tempo now joined by Monet's Cove on the outside with Plasker between them. Here's Ruling Regent coming down the outside. Sir Swayze is storming late. Ruling Regent getting to Monet's Cove. Sir Swayze's after them. Ruling Regent, Sir Swayze. Sir Swayze went home the better and won it ahead from Ruling Regent. Monet's Cove third. Then Anxiety Attack and Sir Linford coming hard out wide, followed by Plasker, Della Vista, Steppens. Then Final Tempo, another Neptune towards the tail, and Blazing Sun last to go over the line. Sir Swayze's the winner. Nash Rewida again. Here's Iska coming up into the line. Now Theatre's come up into the line. Iska is set. Joshua's Pride Sedation, the last couple to move in. Now Joshua's Pride is ready and Sedation's linked in. Field is set. Isker's one from the outside, Flavour in one, just moving about a little, and Attendant gets in there. Off. Isker began well, Flavour dropped towards the tail early. Away quickly, Joshua's Pride Theatre, the 2-year-old showing speed on the inside, Stella Artois. After going 200 now, Stella Artois hunts up along the rail and leads. Isker's a neck away second. A length and a half away is Theatre on the rails, followed by Joshua's Pride. Sedation 3 wide, 2 lengths to Withdrawn and Flavour last. They're inside the 600. Stella Artois and neck clear from Isker. A length Joshua's Pride. Sedation the outside, Theatre back on the fence, followed by Withdrawn and Flavour. At the turn, and Stella Artois corners in front. About a half length to Isker, who came away from the fence now. It's Isker after Stella Artois. Joshua's Pride on the outside running a big race. Isker asked for the big run at the 200, put her head in front. Joshua's Pride's right there, and then Sedation on the outside. Isker's got a job on her hands here. Joshua's Pride takes her. Joshua's Pride put the head in front of Isker. Flavour on the rails. Isker fights back in the middle. I think she may have won it. Maybe Isker and knows, but it's very close. Flavour the inside and Joshua's Pride on the outside. Then Sedation. They're followed by Theatre, Withdrawn, and Stella Artois dropped out to last. This is a sensational finish. She's been clearly headed Isker. She's fought back, and then Flavour's stormed through on the inside, and the judge next. Seeking Fun, drawn down in gate number 2, starter coming over to the platform now. Fanciful Lady went in. Last up will be Hit and Run. All in, but Go Spending's become very upset in the gates there. There's Attendants either side. It's drawn next to Seeking Fun, the favourite. Now the rider of Go Spending is getting out of the saddle and out of the stalls, in fact, here. And Go Spending being led away. Come on. 4:07 Vets Advice. Thank you. Go Spending a late withdrawal at 4:07 on Vets Advice. Bookmakers, please rule a line. Go Spending a late withdrawal, 4:07 on Vets Advice. And the others stand in and are ready to run. All clears through. Racing, Seeking Fun began fast down towards the inside. Luwilla began very quickly, and so too did Fanciful Lady as they settle down now. And here in the centre, Fanciful Lady, Luwilla the outside. Seeking Fun driving up inside the pair of them. Couple of lengths to Reprice, followed by Lanny and Firelake getting up along the inside of her. A length and a half, Yacello. Hit and Run drifts back to second last, and Forest Flame last as they came up towards the 600. Luwilla about a neck in front. Fanciful Lady with the rail. Firelake improving to third. Repriced the outside. Seeking Fun held up a little back on the inside, and then Lanny going forward. Hit and Run followed by Yacello, who's back to the tail end with Forest Flame as they corner. And it's Luwilla, one off the fence in front around the home turn from Firelake and Reprice. Seeking Fun needing to get into the clear. Then Fanciful Lady down on the inside, and Yacello's pulled out wide in the straight now. And here Firelake raced up to Luwilla. They raced 3 to Seeking Fun. Lanny getting into the clear, and Hit and Run on the outside. Luwilla and Firelake together. Hit and Run's coming at them. Lanny bursting through late. Lanny's flying. She's lifted and won. Lanny's got up and won it in the last bit. Photo the Miners. Hit and Run out wide. Firelake and Luwilla. Not much between them. Seeking Fun next, followed by Forest Flame, Yacello. And behind those with Awakening, Repriced, and back last of all was Fanciful Lady. Gee, she just knows where the winning post is, this filly. She does. Behemoth will be the last to move in. Julian Harris on board. Behemoth has taken the outside gate and they're ready to go. Off they go. Jumped OK, Behemoth near the outside. I Wonder and Defence fourths, both away quickly. Jazeera began fast. Flying Voodoo shows some pace as they settle down now. Harris easing the favourite right across their heels and over towards the inside. They're coming up towards the post the first time now, and Starletto has worked through to go to the lead from Jazeera the rail and New Kingston the outside. A length and a half to Fence Force, followed by Flying Voodoo. Next I Wonder the outside of Indy Raj. trailed by Copper Wildwood over on the inside of Napier Street as they leave the straight. Second last is Fasato and last is Behemoth. Starletto led out towards the 1700 and he's out a couple of lengths to New Kingston, 2 lengths Jazeera, a length Defence Force up fourth on the outside of Flying Voodoo, then Indiraj on the inside of I Wonder, 1.5 to Napier Street outside Copper Wildwood, 2 lengths Fasato and a neck away Behemoth on the outside, and Starletto is setting nice fractions for him as they go to the 1400 metres, about to climb up the hill, and it's Starletto 2.5 to 3 clear to New Kingston. At least 5 lengths away is Jazeera third, and then Flying Voodoo, Defence Force, 1.5 Indiraj, I Wonder, then Copper Wildwood on the inside, trailed by Napier Street, and at the tail still are Fasato and Behemoth on the outside. They're past halfway now, about 1100 to go, and the leader is Starletto, 3 lengths clear. New Kingston second, 4.5 Jazeera, 3/4 Defence Force in fourth placing, and 2 lengths to Flying Voodoo. 1.5 to Indiraj, followed by I Wonder, then Napier Street on the outside of Copper Wildwood, 2 lengths to Fasato, and Harris would be getting itchy fingers soon on Behemoth as they go past the 800 metres, and he eases him out now. It's Starletto, his lead has been whittled right back because in fact New Kingston heads him down the side, and runs coming from the horses just behind the leaders here with the Defence Force, and also going up Copper Wildwood, rather Flying Voodoo on the outside as they neared the turn. It's New Kingston under the whip, Flying Voodoo going up 3 wide, travelling better than the others. Defence Force next, and they're followed by I Wonder. Behemoth as they come to the turn still second last, and Flying Voodoo leads Defence Force, New Kingston and I Wonder in the straight. Starletto's dropping off. Behemoth still a long way back there inside the 200, and Flying Voodoo's going for home. He's 3 lengths clear from I Wonder, Defence Force, then Starletto and Fasato, but it's all Flying Voodoo in the run home. He's well clear, and Flying Voodoo goes on to win it brilliantly. He's won it by about 6 to I Wonder. Defence Force third ahead of Fasato, Copper Wildwood, and then Starletto, followed by Napier Street, next New Kingston, then came Behemoth. He's beaten only Indiraj and Jazeera to the line. Runaway victory for Flying Voodoo, ridden by Dale Misson. He was travelling beautifully coming up towards the turn, and Dale gave him his head and away he's gone.